Let me tell you something powerful about success. It's not just about your skill, not about how much you know or how many resources you have at your disposal. It's about the way you think, the way you approach challenges, and the way you perceive your world.
Success is 80% psychology and only 20% skill. Let that sink in for a moment.
Your thoughts are not just abstract ideas, they are the driving force behind your actions, and your actions are the very things that create the results you get. If you think you're not good enough, or that things will never work out for you, guess what? You'll find every reason to prove that right. Your brain is a powerful tool, but if you don't direct it, it can sabotage you. So the first question you need to ask yourself is, what am I telling myself? What you believe about yourself, about the world, about the possibilities that lie ahead, this shapes everything. Your mindset is your compass, and the way you set that compass determines where you end up. If you set it to failure, guess what? You're headed there. But if you set it to growth, to abundance, to resilience, watch out. You'll start to see opportunities everywhere you look. But here's the key, you don't have to wait for the right circumstances to feel good, to feel capable, or to feel successful. You can choose it right now. Your psychology is your greatest asset. It's your emotional state that drives you forward, it's your thoughts that fuel your actions, and it's your habits that determine your future. When your mindset is in the right place, when you believe you are worthy of success, you will find the energy to work harder, push further, and overcome obstacles that seemed insurmountable. Now, let me tell you something fear is going to show up. It's inevitable. Fear is going to try to convince you to stay in your comfort zone, to play it safe, to not take risks. But here's the truth, you can't succeed without embracing fear. Fear is not the enemy. Fear is the sign that you are growing, that you are stepping out of the familiar into the unknown. It's your response to fear that counts. Do you let it control you, or do you use it as fuel? I'll tell you right now, you can have all the skill in the world, but without the right mindset, it's not going to take you where you want to go. You could be the most talented person in the room, but if you don't believe in yourself, if you're not psychologically equipped to handle challenges, you'll never reach your full potential. Your mindset unlocks the full power of your skill. It makes everything you've learned and practiced work for you instead of against you. You have the power to choose how you show up in life every single day. You can choose to focus on what's working, to focus on how far you've come, and to take consistent action toward your goals. Or you can choose to be consumed by doubt and fear, waiting for the perfect moment that may never come. What separates the successful from the unsuccessful is not talent alone, it's mindset. It's the relentless belief that no matter how hard it gets, you can find a way. It's the willingness to grow, to learn, and to stay committed even when things seem impossible. It's understanding that the journey isn't linear and that you're going to face setbacks, but your mindset keeps you in the game. Your psychology is the one thing you can control. You can master it, you can change it, and you can transform your life through the power of your mind. Because when you do, you unlock a whole new level of potential. And that potential, when combined with your skill, will take you places you never dreamed possible. Success doesn't start with the actions you take, the skills you acquire, or even the opportunities you have. It all begins in your mind. Your mind is the birthplace of every thought, belief, and decision that shapes your life. The way you perceive the world and your place in it directly influences your actions and the outcomes you create. If you believe success is beyond your reach or that challenges are insurmountable, your mind will begin to filter out opportunities, reinforce negative behaviors, and keep you stuck in a cycle of self-doubt. On the other hand, when you condition your mind to see possibility, to embrace failure as a lesson, and to believe in your own potential, the world starts to open up in ways you never imagined. Your thoughts create your reality. When you adopt a mindset that success is inevitable, that you are capable, and that every obstacle is simply a stepping stone, you start to attract the very things you need to succeed. Your mindset drives motivation, determination, and perseverance. When you believe in your ability to overcome challenges, your actions become aligned with that belief. Your mind doesn't just reflect what's happening around you, it creates it. The thoughts you consistently feed yourself will determine how you show up in the world and how the world responds to you. Success, at its core, is a mental game. If you can conquer your mind, control your thoughts, and shift your perspective, you'll unlock the power to achieve anything you set your sights on. Psychology is the driving force behind motivation. It's the lens through which you view your goals, challenges, and potential. Your mindset shapes your emotional response to obstacles, setbacks, and successes. If your psychological state is aligned with positivity, resilience, and self-belief, it becomes a powerful engine that propels you forward. Motivation is not a constant force that you can simply rely on to show up. It's something you must cultivate from within, and it all starts with how you think. When your mind is focused on growth and possibility, motivation flows naturally, driving you to take action even when times are tough. Your psychology determines how you interpret your experiences. If you see failure as an endpoint, as proof of inadequacy, your motivation will dwindle, and you'll be less likely to push forward. However, if you view failure as a lesson and a necessary part of growth, your psychology shifts from one of defeat to one of resilience. This shift in perspective keeps your motivation high, even in the face of difficulty. The more you align your psychological state with your aspirations, the more resilient your motivation becomes. It becomes an internal fuel that doesn't depend on external circumstances, but is driven by your mental framework. When you believe in your ability to succeed and maintain a positive mental state, motivation becomes a consistent companion. It's your psychological resilience that ensures you stay committed, take consistent action, and continue moving toward your goals despite challenges or distractions. Your mindset is the bedrock on which all achievements are built. It dictates how you approach challenges, how you handle setbacks, and whether or not you persevere when the going gets tough. Success is not just about having the right skills or knowledge, it's about how you think and the beliefs you hold about yourself and the world around you. If your mindset is one of growth and possibility, you will continuously look for ways to improve, to learn, and to evolve. However, if your mindset is fixed and limited, you will struggle to see opportunities or push through adversity. The way you view yourself, your potential, and your abilities directly affects your actions. A person with a growth mindset believes they can develop their skills over time, and that setbacks are merely stepping stones on the way to success. This belief fuels persistence, resilience, and a willingness to face challenges head on. On the other hand, someone with a fixed mindset may believe that their abilities are set in stone, leading to fear of failure, procrastination, and an unwillingness to step outside their comfort zone. Your mindset determines the lens through which you see the world. It's the filter that decides whether you see obstacles as problems to avoid or as opportunities to learn and grow. It's not the circumstances that define success, but how you respond to them. By developing a mindset that embraces growth, positivity, and resilience, you lay a solid foundation for achieving anything you desire. Overcoming fear is one of the most crucial steps in achieving success. Fear is a natural and primal response, designed to protect us from harm, but it can also hold us back from reaching our true potential. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, and fear of the unknown can paralyze us, causing hesitation and self-doubt. The truth is, fear often arises when we are on the brink of growth, pushing beyond our comfort zones into new and unfamiliar territories. It's not a sign to stop, it's a signal that we are about to do something significant. To overcome fear, we first need to acknowledge it and shift our perspective. Instead of seeing fear as something to avoid, we must learn to view it as an ally. Fear can be a powerful motivator when we understand that it's a natural part of the process of growth and success. The key is to move forward despite it. Rather than being controlled by fear, we can use it as fuel to propel us toward our goals. The process of overcoming fear begins with reframing our thoughts. We must replace negative, limiting beliefs with empowering ones. Instead of thinking, I might fail, we can choose to think, failure is a lesson, and it's part of my journey. Every time we face our fears, we build resilience and gain confidence. Over time, what once seemed terrifying becomes something we can handle with ease. By taking action in the face of fear, we reprogram our minds and prove to ourselves that we are capable of far more than we imagined. The power of belief is one of the most transformative forces in shaping our lives. What you believe about yourself, your abilities, and your potential directly impacts what you are able to achieve. Belief is the foundation of every great success story. It is the internal compass that guides you through challenges, motivates you in times of doubt, and pushes you toward your dreams. When you believe in your own potential, you are more likely to take the actions needed to succeed, even when the road is difficult or uncertain. Belief acts as a filter for the opportunities you see and the risks you take. If you believe you are capable of achieving something great, you will approach life with confidence, readiness, and perseverance. However, if you doubt your abilities or fear that success is beyond your reach, you limit yourself and your actions. Belief has the power to propel you towards success or hold you back. It's not just about thinking positively, it's about cultivating an unwavering confidence in your ability to learn, grow, and adapt. When you believe in yourself, you are more resilient in the face of failure and setbacks. Belief transforms obstacles into challenges to overcome, rather than insurmountable barriers. It fuels your determination and creates a mindset where persistence becomes a natural response. The power of belief is a self-fulfilling prophecy. When you believe success is possible, you are more likely to act in ways that make it a reality. Your belief in yourself is the first step toward making your goals achievable. Your habits are the building blocks of your future. The small, consistent actions you take every day shape who you become and determine where you end up. It's not the grand gestures or occasional bursts of effort that define success, it's the daily routines, choices, and behaviors that compound over time. What you do consistently, even in the smallest ways, creates a ripple effect that influences the direction of your life. Every action, thought, and decision you make is a reflection of the habits you've developed over time, and these habits ultimately chart your path toward your goals. Whether it's the habit of waking up early to invest in your personal growth, reading a few pages of a book every day, or practicing resilience in the face of challenges, your habits form the foundation of your success. They have the power to either propel you forward or hold you back. Good habits foster growth, discipline, and progress, while bad habits can lead to stagnation, missed opportunities, and regret. The future you envision doesn't happen by accident, it's the direct result of the habits you cultivate today. If you want to change your life, you must first change your habits. Success isn't about waiting for the perfect moment or opportunity, it's about mastering the everyday actions that align with your goals. Over time, these habits become second nature, guiding you toward the outcomes you desire and creating the future you deserve. Skill, while important, has its limits if not accompanied by the right mindset. It's easy to believe that success is solely about what you know or how technically proficient you are in a particular area. But without the proper mindset, even the most honed skills can fall short. The right mindset allows you to push your limits, adapt to changing circumstances, and continually improve. It fuels the belief that with effort, persistence, and learning, you can always get better. Without this, your skills might stagnate, or worse, you might give up when faced with challenges. A person with excellent skills but a fixed mindset may struggle when they face setbacks or obstacles. They might believe that failure is a reflection of their inherent inability, and this belief can cause them to shy away from taking risks or trying new approaches. On the other hand, someone with a growth mindset, regardless of their skill level, sees setbacks as opportunities to learn and improve. This person will continue to expand their skills, taking actions to refine and perfect them, and will not be deterred by temporary failure. Skill alone might get you so far, but it's the mindset that unlocks the full potential of those skills. A positive, growth-oriented mindset gives you the strength to continue, to innovate, and to keep refining your abilities until they reach their highest potential. Without that mental foundation, your skills are limited to what you already know, rather than expanding into what you're capable of achieving. The growth mindset is the belief that abilities and intelligence can be developed through dedication, effort, and learning. This mindset is powerful because it shifts the focus from fixed traits to the idea that progress is achievable, no matter where you start. It is rooted in the understanding that challenges and setbacks are not signs of failure, but opportunities for growth and improvement. People with a growth mindset approach difficulties with curiosity, resilience, and the belief that through persistence, they can overcome obstacles and refine their skills. A growth mindset encourages continuous learning and adaptability. Instead of seeing talent or intelligence as fixed traits that define a person, it views them as qualities that can be nurtured. This shift in perspective allows individuals to embrace failure as a part of the journey, rather than a roadblock. For example, someone with a growth mindset doesn't get discouraged when they don't immediately succeed. They recognize that mastery takes time and effort, and that mistakes are stepping stones along the way. This mindset also helps build resilience. When challenges arise, people with a growth mindset are more likely to persist because they believe that their abilities can be developed over time. They are more likely to seek feedback, try new strategies, and put in the hard work necessary to improve. Ultimately, a growth mindset empowers individuals to reach their full potential, continuously evolving and achieving greater success by embracing the process of learning and growth. 2/2 Your emotional state has a profound impact on your actions, decisions, and overall success. Emotions are not just fleeting feelings, they shape how you perceive the world, how you respond to challenges, and ultimately how you perform. When your emotional state is aligned with positivity, energy, and confidence, you are far more likely to take bold actions, make empowered decisions, and push through adversity. On the other hand, negative emotions like fear, doubt, and frustration can drain your energy, cloud your judgment, and keep you stuck in a cycle of inaction. The key is to recognize that you have the ability to manage and shift your emotional state. Emotions are not fixed, they are influenced by your thoughts, beliefs, and the way you interpret situations. By changing the way you think, you can change the way you feel. For example, shifting your focus from what's going wrong to what's going right can immediately raise your emotional vibration and fuel your motivation. Gratitude, optimism, and self-compassion are powerful tools in maintaining a positive emotional state, even in the face of challenges. When you are aware of your emotional state, you can better regulate it, which allows you to make decisions that align with your long-term goals, rather than reacting impulsively out of fear or frustration. A positive emotional state drives you to take consistent action, stay focused, and approach problems with a solution-oriented mindset. By managing your emotions effectively, you enhance your ability to succeed and navigate the ups and downs of life. Mindset is not something that is handed to us at birth or dictated by our circumstances. It is a choice we make every single day. The way we perceive ourselves, the world, and our potential is within our control. No matter the challenges we face or the setbacks we experience, we can choose how to respond. We can choose to see obstacles as opportunities for growth or as barriers that define our limitations. We can choose to focus on solutions rather than problems, to learn from mistakes instead of being defeated by them. Each moment offers a choice. Will we approach life with a mindset that supports our success, or will we let doubt and negativity steer our actions? The beauty of mindset is that it's malleable and can be changed at any time. You are not confined to the thoughts and beliefs you hold today. With conscious effort, you can decide to adopt a mindset that aligns with your goals, values, and aspirations. For example, if you believe that setbacks are just a part of the process, you will be more likely to persevere when faced with challenges. If you believe that every difficulty is an opportunity to grow, you'll approach life with a sense of curiosity and resilience rather than fear. Your mindset is a powerful tool, and it's completely up to you to cultivate one that empowers you to reach your highest potential. The choice to change your mindset is the first step toward transforming your life. Remember, success is not a matter of chance, it's a matter of choice. The thoughts you think, the beliefs you hold, and the mindset you cultivate will determine the path you walk and the outcomes you achieve. Your psychology, your habits, your ability to overcome fear, and the belief you have in yourself, these are the forces that shape your destiny. Success is 80% psychology and only 20% skill, because it is your mindset that drives your actions, fuels your motivation, and enables you to unlock your full potential. The power to achieve greatness lies within you, and it begins with the choice to believe in yourself and your ability to grow. So choose today to embrace a mindset of possibility, resilience, and determination, and watch as you turn your dreams into reality.